Hello and welcome to my keto kitchen. I'm Victoria and today I want to show you how to make supreme keto egg bites. These are better than the Starbucks egg bites. I'll show you why and I'll tell you and explain everything as we go. The first thing that I have to do is to show you the device that I'm using. Now, I am using the Dash egg bite maker. My husband bought me this. I love it. And now, I had this plugged up so that it would be hot. Inside of here, you need to take one of these little egg bite holders, it's silicone mold, fill it up with water twice and pour it into the plate, the actual burner plate. Pour two of them on it and plug it up and let it start steaming. Once it starts steaming, you are ready to cook. Okay, so this is plugged up. It will start steaming in a minute. While this is warming up, let me show you what the recipe is. The first thing that we need is 8 eggs. Also, a great thing about this recipe is you can cut it in half. Cut everything in half, you only have to use 4 eggs. The reason I use 8 is because I make enough of these to last me all week. And I will put them in this glass dish that seals. I'll link these dishes in the description box. And I have taken some parchment paper and cut it in pieces. And I'm going to layer the egg bites. I'll put them in the refrigerator. I get out 4 or 5 a day and I'm good to go. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, whatever it is. That's why I make a big batch all at one time. But if you don't want to, just cut everything in half. Now, I am going to mix these eggs so that everything else we put in here, it's easier to combine. And I'm just using a fork. And I have a question. Do the actual utensils that are made for whisking eggs, do those actually work? Like the one that's the little ball, does that actually work? Next, we need 3/4 cup of cheese. I'm using cheddar cheese. This is one of these special ingredients. This gives it that cheesy bite that you want when you bite into an egg bite. This is 1/2 cup of cottage cheese. My husband does not like cottage cheese, but he loves these egg bites. So if you don't like cottage cheese, do not let it discourage you. Do not. It's perfect inside of these egg bites. Now I'm going to mix it up a little bit again. And now it is time, of course, for my New Standard Keto Flour 2.0 or my Einkorn Keto Flour, whichever one you have on hand. And the flour is going to give these egg bites. I call it a bite. You know how when you eat an egg, something with an egg, you can get full, but you're not really satiated. You want to go back and eat something else. Even though you're kind of full, you're just still hungry. I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe it's a mental thing, but the flour gives this the bite that you want when you are eating something and you want to get full. You don't just want to feel heavy and weighed down, you want to feel full. Like you don't want to eat anything else. And that's what my flour will do to these egg bites. So this is 1/4 cup of either New Standard Keto Flour 2.0 or my Einkorn Keto Flour, whichever one. And 1/4 cup is 21 grams. I did not weigh this out. I just used my 1/4 cup scoop. Of course, we need some spices. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And lastly, I am using a bag of real bacon bits. I need a meat in these egg bites. So I'm using the entire bag. Now here where I am today, it is 11:22. So Lord willing, by the time I finish this video, this will be my lunch for today and the rest of the week. What's funny is I cannot eat eggs every day, but with an egg bite, I can eat it every day. I get nauseous after eating eggs several days in a row, but not with the egg bites. I've actually eaten these egg bites except for Saturday and Sunday for the last 2 weeks. I maybe skip a day or two. I have eaten at least 5 egg bites every day. Something like that. Sometimes 8. It just depends on how hungry I am and how many meals I've missed up until the time that I actually eat the egg bites. All right, this is fully mixed up. Now, here is the fun part. We have the Dash egg bite. I want to call it a Dash mini. It doesn't say mini. It just says Dash, Rise by Dash, and this is their egg bites. It makes 6 egg bites at a time. I'm going to use my cookie scoop. I think this is 1.5 tablespoons, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to scoop it up, and 1 scoop goes into each silicone cup. This is perfect size. It fills it up about 3/4 of the way. All right, now I am going to close this and let it cook for 10 minutes, 10 to 12, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think the first batch is just about done. Now I'm wearing this glove because these are so hot. So what I've learned is when you flip it over, if the bottom still looks wet, then they're not done yet. That's good. Now, the bottom can be moist, but if there's a soggy spot in the middle, then it's not done. But if it's fully cooked through, you're good to go. And these are finished. I'm gonna flip these out. I'm gonna let them sit here on this plate and cool down before I put them into my storage container. All right, perfect. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to put the silicone dishes back in here. Now I'm going to do 6 more. Okay, there we go. 10 more minutes and I'll be back again. Okay, so I have finished baking all of the egg bites. Look at these. They look beautiful. I'm still wearing my gloves because these are fresh off the press. They are hot. They look so nice. Okay, I want to show you how I store them. So I already have 8 in my storage container. I'm going to take my parchment paper that I've cut and lay it on top. I do this so that they don't stick together. And I just stack them in here. I like to do 8 on 1 row. Perfect, there we go. We have 2 rows so far. I think if I put any more in here, I'm going to squish them. So I'm going to get another storage container and fill that one up. And the pack of storage containers that I bought has 2 different sizes. This is a smaller size, which might work just perfectly for what I have left. Yeah, I think it will. There we go. Awesome. Okay, yes, perfect. So they all fit right here. However, I'm going to go grab some hot sauce and I'm going to eat one and I'm going to tell you how much I love it. Okay, I don't think I even know how to eat anything with an egg without hot sauce, and yes, I do like a lot of hot sauce. And the funny thing about hot sauce is I fell in love with hot sauce when I was expecting my oldest daughter. Something about expecting made me want hot sauce on every breakfast item, even ones that had a little bit of sweetness in it. That sounds disgusting, but that's a whole nother story. All right, here we go. I love these. With the flour and the cottage cheese, these are so filling. You will not walk away wanting to eat something else. These are so good. It literally takes me about 10 seconds to eat 1 egg bite. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please make these egg bites and let us know what you think. Put it down in the comments below, maybe over on Facebook. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you for watching this channel. Please give it a thumbs up, and you all have a blessed day.